So many people are always wondering how to become a real estate agent. That's one of the questions we get asked the most. So in today's episode of The Lockbox, I'm here to discuss how to become a realtor in Winnipeg. We're going to talk about how to become a realtor, the different educational and licensing requirements. We're going to talk about choosing the right brokerage, why REMAX professionals, and of course some of the challenges that there are in real estate. To give you a bird's eye view, I think that's the saying, of how to become an agent in the city, it's 4 modules that you have to take, but to start you have to be a person of good character. That just means that you have to be responsible, respectful, have integrity, different things like that. You have to be at minimum 18 years old, and of course you have to take the 4 modules that I was just referring to. 3 of those modules are going to be online, and then you're going to have to do the exam in class. I believe you have to get at least a 70% to pass that exam. And once you've completed those 3 modules, then you have to do an in-class 2-day course for module 4, as well as an online component of that as well. That is the educational portion of getting your real estate license. Once you get all of those, you have 18 months to complete that. That's something that is very important for me to say. And I believe you have 12 months after you've completed the 4 modules in order to decide when you want to get licensed. So you're not required to do that right away. If you might want to work a little bit longer, travel before you hunker down and start working, whatever your thought process is on that. You have 12 months before you have to engage yourself with a brokerage in order to become a realtor. But once you have done that 4th module and you get the documentation saying that that has been complete at that point in time, you then have to pick your brokerage. Once you've picked your brokerage, they will help you fill out the paperwork necessary, take it to MSC, which is the Manitoba Securities Commission, have that filled out. Once they have filled that out, a part of their process is to do a criminal check. And it is a $400 registration fee, which also then becomes an annual fee of $400 to be a licensed agent in the city. In the first 3 modules, they talk about things like listing presentations, buyer's presentations, more so the contracts as opposed to the presentation itself, how to write up the documentation, CMAs, there's an appraisal component, the law component, all of those things integrated. I could not tell you off the top of my head what you're going to find in each module. I know that they've switched it from the time that I took the course, so I don't want to specify where you get what information, but all of those components are inside of those modules that you're going to be taking, okay? Once you have done all of that though, and you have decided what brokerage you work with, that's where you have a lot of things that you really need to think about, because there are 2 main different types of brokerages. There are going to be independent brokerages, and then there are going to be franchise brokerages. Really, that just what you decide is going to be completely dependent on what you're looking for in a broker. I do think it's important to look at different options and weigh the pros and cons of each, and really have, you know, a self-talk, figuring out what it is that you're looking for, what you can best do to help serve you so that you can become the best realtor possible. Okay, it's basically like a dancing partner. Who do you want to dance with, right? That's what I like to tell people. Now, why I would suggest coming to our brokerage is because we are a full service brokerage here at REMAX Professionals. But what I mean by that is we really value family. We really value work-life balance. And so we try to make sure that we're doing everything we possibly can to ensure that our agents have that capability. What I mean by that is we have a concierge service in our brokerage that person has been dealing with real estate for over 20 years. They're able to help guide you and help you decipher the paperwork if you're not sure, help you with your database, help you learn the CRMs if you're not familiar with how to do those, inputting information for you, just a wealth of information. It's like having your own personal assistant for the times that you need one without physically having to hire one. We have an in-house marketing department who focuses on the digital as well as the print version of all of the marketing material you're going to require in order to sell all of those beautiful houses. We have a gym because we believe in work-life balance, and we know that sometimes you just need to run on that treadmill or have a steam. Whatever the case may be, if you like weights or if you just like doing cardio, we have all of that stuff here for you. 24-hour service for the agents of this office. We definitely make sure that we have in-house law firm as well as an in-house insurance and even, well, in-house insurance working within the brokerage, just so that if you have questions, you're able to run to ask them different questions so that you're making sure that you're giving your clients proper information right away. The broker, which is me, over 16 years of real estate knowledge, and I've been brokering for over 7 years now, so a lot of knowledge there too. My my conveyancer has been there for over 38 years, so definitely knows the industry in and out and makes sure that you stay nice and compliant. So very good back-end staff in order to help facilitate everything that you possibly need with real estate. The other things that we have to offer that many other people don't necessarily think about is we have aligned ourselves with a daycare, and we have an exclusive partnership with them to ensure that your little ones are taken care of too, because we know how important family is, and we want to make sure that you don't have to worry about how to get your child into daycare or scheduling things with family members so that you can go and show that house. So that's something really exciting that we now offer our agents here at REMAX Professionals. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about our ongoing professional development. So once you take all of those courses, there is still so much different things that you have to learn in order to become the best possible agent. And that's whether you're already a seasoned agent or becoming an agent right now. There's always different things changing, there's always new regulations, and we like to make sure that we bring in people who are able to talk about all of the different things that are happening to keep you up to date. So whether that be bringing in specialists from CMHC, bringing in lawyers to help us decipher the forms that are coming out, bringing in different electricians or plumbers to make sure that you understand all the components of a house, so when you are speaking to your clients, you know exactly what you're talking about and you're not just opening doors and not able to speak to the house properly. Some of the challenges with becoming a realtor are making sure that you have the proper mindset. It is a very challenging profession. Some days it's not as easy as just walking into a house and selling it. Sometimes you're hearing no. Sometimes the one thing the client told you they want, they turn around and they change their mind and you just don't know why. So keeping your mindset right is important, and it is very important to have people around you who can understand that and help navigate those feelings, those internal feelings when they happen. It's the stuff that we don't hear about or see on different shows when we're watching all of those fun reality real estate shows that we all love so much. Another thing is money. It's important if you're becoming a new agent to make sure that you have some type of savings, because it takes a bit to get paid the first time. Just to give you an idea, in order to get paid for a house, you have to have a fully executed contract. After that contract, the possession must take place. Once possession takes place, title needs to transfer in order for you to get paid. Well, in Manitoba, title doesn't necessarily transfer the same day as possession. Sometimes that could take a few weeks. So if you sell the house today, you might not get paid for a couple months still. So it is really nice if you have some backup, right? Whether that be a line of credit or just a savings account that you've been putting away for this. And that might be why some people take a little bit longer to get themselves licensed as opposed to jumping right in as excited as they are. Those are things you need to think about when you're getting in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video informational. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We have attached the links at the bottom of this. I'm Dawnette O'Didison from REMAX Professionals, and this is the Law